So this is a Coachman Avocet Xcel. Just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van, you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake, and your ATC on the A-frame. Again, we'll walk you through this in person here on site. In the front lockers, you've got a storage on the left-hand side with your leg winder in there to stabilise the caravan when it's on site. And in the right-hand side, you have your gas bottle tie-downs, where you can carry a maximum of 2 6-kilogram propane gas bottles at any point. You also then got your gas regulator on the bulkhead, which we have the gas pipe work available for on site should you need it. Coming down the side of the caravan, you've got your Aldi heating and hot water flue. Demonstrate how this works, or how the heating system works once you go inside the van. But on each corner of the van as well, you have the wind down legs to stabilise the caravan while it's on site. You'd wind them legs down to the ground and touch them on the ground, so it stabilises the van. You'd never lift the caravan with these legs that could potentially damage the floor of the caravan. You've then got your water pump connection on the side of the van. Pump pulls out and pushes into place. As you can see, the little tabs here at the bottom line up with the tabs at the bottom here as well. The cover then locks down in place to lock the pump in. The pump then drops down inside the aqua roll and it will pick the water up from the barrel once you turn the pump on inside of the caravan. You then got your battery box down the side of the van with your mains power lead coming into the side of the van from the power on the side. There's also your motor mover power switch in there, which is this black fitment that you see here, and again we'll show you that when you're here on site and how that works. Wheel nuts will torque to the correct setting while you're here on site, and we'll do that so you can see they've been tightened correctly, and we'll also demonstrate the motor mover. Coming down the side of the van, you've got your 2 grey waste pipes. 2 grey waste pipes come out the side of the van here, and you have 2 bits of grey pipe that go into those and drop down inside your waste master. So that's from the fresh water at the front there. Once it's been through the sinks and the shower, will come out the side of the van down here. Then got your toilet flush tank on the side of the caravan, which you'll undo, and you'll put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. Below that you have the toilet waste cassette. You'll pull up the orange handle and pull the cassette towards you. The orange neck here turns out 90 degrees so you can tip the waste away. The grey cap is a measure for your pink and your blue fluid. And on the back of the cassette you've got an orange pressure release button, so when you're tipping the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. On the back of the van you've got your 2 wind down legs again, and again they are just there for stabilising the van while it's on site. Coming down the side of the caravan you've got a storage locker for underneath the bed at the rear of the caravan. You've then got your 2 fridge vents, which are very simply there to allow hot air at the back of the fridge unit and to take some cool air in. And coming down towards the front of the caravan, you've got your barbecue gas points and your 3-pin socket, so you can have power coming out to your awning should you wish to, and gas also out of the van. And then you've got your last wind down leg on the front left-hand side of the caravan also. Going on to the inside of the caravan now, I'm going to show you how everything works inside. Above the door, as you walk into the caravan, you've got your main power switch to turn the power on, so you'd need to press this button on, whether you're off-grid or on-grid. You've then got your internal lighting, your awning light for the outside of the caravan, and then you've got your water pump run for the water system. So you press that button on, and that will allow the water system to start filling up on board the caravan, but I'll show you that in a moment how that works. You've then got your battery level voltage, which illuminates on here. You can see battery is fully charged, and the button here on this particular van is a redundant button as it was. It doesn't actually do anything on these particular caravans. To fill the water system up though, you're going to need to come over to every tap on board the caravan and open all the taps up on the hot side of the system. As you can see, I've already filled the system up, so I'm just going to shut that tap back off, but you'd open all them taps up on the hot side with your aqua roll connector on the outside. Then come underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the caravan and down in this cabinet, right down the front, or in the front right hand side of the van, you'll see 2 yellow valves. Them 2 valves are your drain down valves for the water system. With them valves parallel with the floor, you'll be able to fill the water system up. When they're upright and pointing towards the bottom of the seat, all of the water will drain out of the system onto the floor underneath the caravan. So they need to be flat with the floor to fill the system up. Once them valves are flat with the floor, like I said, you'll have all the taps open, and then you'll come to your water pump switch, turn the pump on, and then the water system will start filling up. Once the water is coming out of every tap continuously on board the caravan as it is now, you'll be able to shut all of the hot taps back off on the hot side, and you'll be able to start warming the water on board the caravan. So the control panel to the right hand side above the door at the top is your main control panel. You've got power on and off on this bottom left hand side. Turn the control panel on and off. Just turn that back on for now. Go through its loading screen. You've then got your home screen essentially, so you've got your heating pump that's running at the moment, you've got mains power coming into the caravan, and you've got the current internal room temperature. We'll press the menu button that will take us into the options for the heating and hot water. So the top button, you've got minus or plus for your heating, depending on where you want the heating temperature to be. The lower you go, or sorry, when you want to turn the heating off, you'll need to turn it all the way down to 5 degrees, and that'll be heating off. Below that, you've got your option to warm your water. So when this box is grey on the left-hand side, it means the hot water is turned off. You've got hot water on when this bar's halfway up, and then you've got hot water boost when this bar's completely full. So you'd need to have it on boost for showering, and if you just want the water to warm up, you'd need to have it on this central position just here. Below that, you have the amount of power that is coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on. So we've either got off, 1, 2, or 3 kilowatts. So depending on what caravan site you're on, you'll select the right power setting of the power they have available on that site. So for instance, here on site, we can run the heating systems on a maximum of 1 kilowatt as we have it set to now. Down the bottom left-hand side, we have the option to run gas. So you can hit the gas option. The gas systems will self-ignite, or the gas heating and hot water system will self-ignite if you have the gas bottle turned on. And if it fails to ignite, you'll actually get gas fail at the bottom of the screen. You'd need to reignite the system if that did happen, and also make sure your gas bottles are turned on in the front locker. On the right hand side of the screen here, you have two advanced options, and for these we do advise you read the manuals that come with the caravans. If I tried to explain them in the video, it'd probably take me around 2 to 3 hours to complete. Microwave, hob, grill and oven all work very much like your household appliances with your igniter on the front, as you'd expect to see. The electric ring on the back left hand side of the cooker here works on 240 mains only, so it will only work if you're connected to mains power on a mains powered site. The rest of the oven, hob and grill all work on gas, so again you can run that from your gas bottles in the front locker. The fridge is very simple to use. So you've got your power button here on the top left hand side to turn the fridge on. Press and hold the power button and it'll come on. At the moment it's trying to ignite on gas, and it's flashing it's got the triangle, the blue light underneath the triangle here on the left hand side as the fridge has failed to ignite because there's no gas bottle currently on the van. If it ignited, then you'd have a blue solid light underneath the flame symbol just here. On gas, you'll be able to control the temperature of the fridge by pressing the thermometer button, and the maximum cold setting is at the top. If you want to run the fridge on 240 mains, so when you're on a mains powered site, you can hit the mode button. It'll allow you to go across to the mains option. And again, you'll be able to control the fridge temperature on the button on the right hand side here. Mode button, auto mode, it will automatically select the power source that is first available to it when you first turn the caravan on. So if it sees mains power first, it'll go to mains. If it sees gas first, it'll ignite on gas automatically. You would need to check that it hasn't failed to ignite still if you ignite it on gas with the triangle on the left hand side. Mode button goes to 12 volt mode again then. 12 volt mode is when you're towing down the road, and essentially then you can use the fridge as a cool box. It essentially allows you to get the beer and wine nice and cold before you get on site, but that'll only work if you're connected to the car you are towing with, or vehicle you are towing with. It will not work from the 12 volt supply on board the caravan. It is solely from the 12 volt supply on from the car you're towing with, and it does depend if you've got the right connection on the car, very much the same as the ATC unit. Next thing we're going to go through is the toilet system in the bathroom. So one thing to note is if you have children in the van, please be aware that the towel rail in the bathroom does hold heat for quite a long while and does get extremely hot. Toilet system, very easy to use, electric flush on top of the toilet. You have a toilet full indicator light on here that will illuminate red when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself does actually turn for your convenience, as you can see, so into different positions. When you are removing the toilet waste cassette from underneath the caravan, you need to make sure it is in this position as it is now. Then below the toilet you have your grey waste handle, which you need to push across to allow the waste into the toilet cassette. However, when you're finished with the toilet, you need to make sure this flap is back in the central position, as that will allow you to remove the toilet waste cassette from underneath the van. If it is not in the closed position, you will actually break the toilet waste cassette if you try and remove it with it open. So this is the Coachman Avocet Xcel. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'd be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon when you collect your caravan. Thank you for now. Bye bye.